Back now on Triad Today. I'm always glad to see our good friend Clarke Dummit when he shows up, the founder of the Dummit Law Firm in this area, and does such good work on behalf of consumers and all of us. Well, he's here, but he also has a special guest with him. So, number one, I'm going to welcome Clarke. Clarke, and if you can also introduce to us the young man you have next to you.
Jim Green. He's an attorney in our office who is a registered patent attorney.
Okay. I thought maybe he was your long-lost half-brother or something. So you're not really. All right, patent attorney. You know, people are saying, well, maybe what do we need to know about patent and trademark? But, you know, a lot of us dabble in things where we want to invent something or have authorship over something, and this is going to be an interesting conversation. What are the differences between a patent and a trademark? We've seen those kind of things before.
Broadly, what a patent will do is it'll protect an actual invention, something concrete like a machine, a composition of matter. It'll also protect a process. It allows you the right to exclude others from either making it, using it, or selling it.
And any of us could come up with, you know, an idea of something, and it's a good thing to try to register that. But all right, but then the trademark would be what?
The trademark, it's going to protect either a symbol or a device, a mark, you know, such as common trademark would be the arches of McDonald's.
Okay.
And that's something that's legally protected.
So the logo of the Dummit Law Firm could be protected by a trademark.
That's exactly correct. And in fact, it is. Anything that is gone ahead and you have a claim for a mark, you automatically have a trademark. You can automatically put the TM designation beside your logo.
Now, what is the Patent and Trademark Office exactly? What do they do?
The United States Patent and Trademark Office, they're the centralized federal branch that oversees all patents and trademarks. Copyrights are also a form of intellectual property. They're covered by the Library of Congress. So it's just the Patent and Trademark Office dealing with patents and trademarks.
Right.
Hits the name. They don't. What they won't do is they won't enforce anything. They just evaluate the applications and they determine if an inventor is eligible for either a patent or a trademark.
And then they can issue a patent and trademark. Now, can anybody, I made the statement a while ago and you shook your head and said yes. I said, well, anybody can come up with an invention or something. But isn't that true? I mean, can't anybody file for an application?
Any inventor can. In fact, I believe the Patent and Trademark Office's website does a very nice job of step-by-step instructions for an inventor. It goes through exactly what you need to do, what deadlines you may have, and you can file the application without ever consulting a patent attorney.
Yeah, and people have made lots of money on some of these shopping channels and things. You'll see people who have just, you know, invented something out of their own home, you know, and it's turned out to be a big seller. But you said something a minute ago about the Patent and Trademark Office won't enforce things, which just simply means if you have a patent in hand, you say, hey, I've just invented this special kind of mop, kitchen mop, and I have the patent for it. Somebody could try to steal that idea. Well, then you've got the patent. So that means they need to go to somebody like you.
Our firm does litigation because the patent office doesn't actually enforce the patent. They simply register it. So that's part of the reason we strongly encourage you to use an attorney on the front end to make sure it's done right. Because when you come to us on the back end saying we're going to sue to enforce this, it has to have been done right on the front end.
Yeah. And we didn't rehearse this, but I'm just curious. What I want to ask you about is, can you give examples of patents or trademarks or inventions or things that maybe some of your clients locally or throughout the state of North Carolina have come up with that people might find interesting? Anything that comes to mind? I don't want any names of anybody, but just what they might have invented or trademarked or patented.
We have a current application pending. It's these young mothers that designed a little rollout thing to hold baby utensils when they go out. It's currently under review by the PTO. I can't really, you know, disclose more than that because the PTO files are confidential until the patent's either going to issue or not issue. But we're very excited about that because they're local mothers, and you know they're just they came up with something that made their lives a lot easier with their young ones, and they're just trying to share that with the rest of the community.
And you've had some others that have been successful in getting patents and trademarks too, right?
Another thing that we can do is we oftentimes can find some venture capital money to put towards these new inventions. So that's another area that our office can be real helpful.
Now that, I didn't realize you did that.
Yes.
So you're facilitating the whole thing. So if I have this invention for this kitchen mop thing, you can help me get the patent or the trademark, and then you can also help me find potential investment money to try to get this thing started and produced and marketed. That's amazing. Hey, before I run out of time, let me show you this trademarked logo from the Dummit Law Firm, so don't try to copy it at home and use it for your own thing. Steve in our studio is trying to start his own law firm, and he's calling it the Dummit Law Firm, so there's going to be a suit in place. But anyway, thanks guys for coming. Thanks for doing that. It's really interesting.
Thank you, Jim.
Okay. We'll be right back after this.